Business life is simple. If the customer wants something from me, they know where to find me.
No, my customers is the reason my company exists. That's why an outstanding customer service is crucial.
Yeah, I can still deliver customer service once they're there. But who am I to tell them that they need coaching or consulting, that they should work on their business? It's obvious. So, why push them?
It has nothing to do with push. It has to do with providing service, with value your customer, and also give them the opportunity to give you a feedback. So how do you know if your product or service is great if your customers are not giving you the required feedback? So you cannot sit there and say, well, if you want something, come and you will get it. You should deliver the value to them, in my opinion.
Yeah, still, but what I simply don't understand, all the hustle people put in to getting their message out there and then spending all those time following up people. And it's obvious, if people wanted to come to you, why would you have to ask them 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 times?
So welcome to our show, and the topic is how to improve customer experience, or how to provide outstanding customer service. So Mike and me, seems like we have a different opinion about it, about customer experience and customer service. And but of course we don't. We both agree that customer experience is crucial, isn't it?
But the discussion we just simulated is actually something we have almost on a daily basis with our customers. They have an amazing product and they do all those advertising, and they maybe start with a free trial. Then they motivate people to maybe go the next step. But then when it actually finally comes to actually working with the people, so where you can actually make an impact, and where naturally then it also costs money, then a lot of our customers are struggling, saying, where are the customers? Why aren't they there? I'm so good. I deliver so much content. Well, where are my customers?
Where is my money at the end of the day? Yeah, so customer experience, customer service, and to have customers who are happy with your product and service, and not only once, but that they continue to purchase from you, of course, depending on your product or your service. This is like a different strategy you have to follow, and a different setup. So we also been talking in preparation for the show about my time being head of customer service for many times. And of course, in the corporate world or in that position, I had a different customer service understanding than I have it right now with our own business. But of course, for me, always customers were first, and the most important thing was also that the whole team is on board. So it does not help that I am totally convinced that customers are the kings or the queens, and that we should do everything to provide the best possible service. If my colleagues, my teammates, or my team is not on board, then you can do whatever you want. It will not work out. Yeah? So you have to have the team on board. And more important it is if you have your own business, that you kind of inject this your idea about customer service into your employees as well.
Mm-hmm. And it's really not just when the customer is knocking at your door asking for a product or service that you make sure the product gets to your customer in time and that he's happy. Customer service is the whole process. So it starts with prospecting, with social media or marketing, whatever you do, how you actually guide people and are of assistance, deliver content at each step. And then with all the process of, raising the first interest, then maybe the second, maybe, sending something out, having a phone call. And even if that goes over weeks and months and years, so in our former job, actually some projects took forever. But still, these can all be touch points for customer service, and something that is crucially neglected. And we're absolutely convinced now that we do this for our own and also consult that, for example, if our former employer had put much more effort into customer service throughout those times, maybe some of those projects that went on for years could have been shortened.
Yes, and also what is really important, you have to know or to understand who your customers are. So who are your customers? So it doesn't matter if you have your own business or if you are employed and working with customers. So who are your customers? Where are they? And what questions do they have? What problems do they have? Where do they drink their coffee, or do they drink coffee at the end of the day? So you have to know who is your customer and where can you find your customer. Because of course, based on this, you can then start to deliver value and to answer the questions your customers have. And this is really important. So, and with this, you are creating an emotional connection. So when you're delivering.
But then, so many people are saying, why do I need a connection? I'm selling, hard stuff. Like one of our customers recently mentioned, like he's in the IT industry, providing networks to other IT companies. It's a technical product with technical specification. So where does the emotionality come in?
But this technical product is bought by a person from a person. So the personal connection or the emotional connection, of course, it's amazing if you can create it for your product or your service so that everybody is kind of, I think the example everybody knows is Apple. So everybody who is an Appler, so to say, has an emotional connection to this brand, to this product, to the philosophy of the company. So this is amazing if you can if you can achieve this. But for all the others, so you have never forget that if it doesn't matter what you are selling or what your product or service is, at the end, on the other side, there is another person, a human being. So there is a human interaction in between, and it doesn't matter if it is a personal one or one online through a camera.
That's the fact, and this is actually a revelation to many people. But I think it's actually the solution to many problems out there. And this also makes clear of why social media, first of all, is such a success, and also why social media should be used for your business. And there might seem like a fine line between being personal and private, but once you actually did it, once you start, you realize that to most people, it's natural when to, stop saying something that could be otherwise too personal and going into the private nature. And our recommendation is really just try it out and, start with a bit of small talk. The weather is a great entry point. And of course, it's advisable to stay away from politics and so on. But other than that, it's so easy, and it's also transferable to social media, to online. Even if you cannot meet people at trade shows that you could be prospecting, it really works online.
And I tell you something, your customers are telling you everything you need to know. So, but you have to ask. And of course, a great opportunity is to do it via feedback. So asking for feedback. So have a feedback system established. So feedback forums, or also ask on social media for feedback, and make it easy for your customer to get back to you. So with positive, of course, but also with negative, because the most you can learn out of a complaint, because then customers are really open and emotional in a negative way, but still emotional, and then they can give you all the information they want or they need, or you need. So better to say you need. So with what are they happy, with what are they not happy, what are the pain points, what did work in your service, what did not work in your service. So this is an amazing opportunity to learn from this. So thinking about my corporate times, the most growth of processes the company achieved, also I achieved through complaints. So I just remember a bigger one, which was really a pain in the ass, but this was the one where the whole processes could be improved. So understand who your customers are, where your customers are, create an emotional connection, deliver value,
and get everyone on board,
and ask for feedback. And with this, you can provide an amazing experience for your customer, and amazing experience for your services as well, right?
Yeah, and it's also very much rewarding to you. So once you've started to rethink and maybe even reshift your mindset to see the absolute value of going all the way, of delivering customer service, giving feedback, following up all the time, you're going to see your business explode.
Exactly. And with this, go ahead and create your customer experience strategy.
And talking about feedback.
Comment below, subscribe to our channel, and we see each other end of November.